So one of my biggest videos on the channel is how to use one of these, a USB mic or an XLR mic or a mixer or anything like that on Xbox. I have several videos on it dating back a few years ago when I was 400 pounds even. A lot has changed since then. A lot of questions have been asked, and well, I decided to do a series on it since we're doing more and more microphones and stuff like that on the channel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 videos. One is going to be a plain USB mic on the Xbox, because this is a little bit of a different setup. If it doesn't have an XLR port on it or anything like that, you are going to have this hooked up just a little bit differently, and there's certain things you can't do with this that you would as an XLR USB mic. We'll get in those videos later on. And I do want to go over some questions and answers that you guys and gals have asked over the past few years and try to clear some things up and hopefully help you understand how this all works. Make sure you stick around and hit the subscribe button. Let's get into the video. So we're going to start with a USB mic on Xbox. And what that means is it's something that looks like this. You have a USB port and you have a headphone port. These 2 ports are a must. You have to have some kind of gain knob on the mic as well. As you can see here, we're using the Rode NT Mini, right? The NT USB Mini. The reason why I'm doing this is, well, this is the first video I did on this series anyways, back in the day when I first tried this video out to see what it would look like, and the video blew up, took off, and it's still getting views to today. And well, why not start from the beginning and use the same mic? Other mics that will work on this, again, anything that has a USB and a aux cable out. Technically an XLR port on it will work as well, but we're not going to cover that just because it is a little bit different than the USB only. So this video is only for that. So if you're going to have a question about that, just stick around. You'll see that video drop soon enough, I promise. Other things you're going to need is you're going to need an Xbox controller. Now you can use an Elite Series controller, or you can use an Xbox wireless controller. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot use a third-party controller like a GameSir, a Razer, a Power A. None of those controllers will work with a USB mic unless it has an XLR port on it. And again, that's something we'll cover later on. You'll also need a Turtle Beach stereo adapter. Now, you can buy one of the cheaper ones, but I know this one works, and this one has mic monitoring. So if you want mic monitoring, just go ahead and spend the $10 extra and get the one that works. Other things you're going to need, by the way, as I'm going through all this, you can find all this. It's going to be linked below. It's going to help me and the channel out, and it's going to make me keep putting content like this out each and every single week to help you guys and gals out as well. So I appreciate any support there. Next thing you're going to need is a 3.5 millimeter cable to a splitter. It's going to look something like this. Now this cable, as you can see right here, there's 3 lines, 1, 2, 3 white lines on it. See if I can give you a better shot. You have to have 3 lines on this. This is because each line indicates a signal. One line indicates left, one line indicates right, sending to your ear, and then the third line indicates it being sent to the microphone. If you don't have 3 lines, or we like to call it 3 sleeves, or even the proper pronunciation of it is 4-pole cable, then you need to make sure you have this. If you have one that has only 2 lines on it, it will not work. So make sure you get the right one. Again, link below. And then you'll need a 3.5 to a 3.5 going from your mic to your splitter itself. Now this has 3 lines on it as well, as you can see here, but it also can have 2 lines. It doesn't matter here. You just need to make sure your splitter itself has 3 lines. And then you need a wired headset. Any wired headset will work. Let's get into some Q&A, because I have a few Q&As about that. I have a few questions about that over the years, so I can go ahead and answer those now. Since we're talking about headsets and stuff, first question is, can I use a wireless headset on this setup? The answer is yes, but also no. Let me explain. You can get gain volume through this very easily. If you put it on, you'll notice you have gain volume. The issue is you don't hear anybody talking to it, which eliminates what you're trying to achieve, unless you're not trying to talk to people. Maybe you're just doing solos or something like that in a game, and you just want to talk to your chat and you don't need to hear anybody talk back to you. Then you're good to go wireless. But if you need to hear chat, you want to talk to your friends in game chat or party chat or anything like that, you need to have a wired headset. Can my headset have a mic on it but still use it as a wired headset? Yes, you can. You can, as long as you can unplug the headset or unplug the mic or mute the mic, you're good to go. Just plug it into the splitter on the cable itself and you'll have that good to go. And you can use any kind of mic, as long as, or any kind of headset, as long as you can unplug it, plug it in, or unmute the mic or whatever, you're good to go there. Can you use like any kind of headset? Yes, you can. So if you have like some earbuds sitting around that just plug in, wired 3.5 millimeter, you're good to go. You can do that as well. I use the Audio Technicas when I game like that, just because they got a flat sound into them and stuff. And I can go into the EQ in the game and cue them up and get good sound out of it. I use these to edit with as well. These will be linked below as well. So one of the biggest thing is buzzing and static coming through your headset. I actually experienced this myself testing this out again, and I noticed when I hit the mic preset on the bottom of the Turtle Beach adapter, it would cycle through presets and stuff on the mic and it just kind of disappeared. So I would first start with that. If you're still having the issue, hey, future self here. So one of the things I realized when editing this, when it comes to also like getting static and stuff in there, a thing that I didn't really put in this video because I didn't really think about it, but it could be beneficial, is a ground loop isolator. Now, technically, if you're using a wireless controller, you shouldn't really need this, but if you're having a lot of static and stuff, this could help clear some of it up as well. And especially if you're using a wired to your Xbox controller while you're playing because your batteries just are bad or whatever, you're gonna probably need something like this anyways. This is just a ground loop isolator, and this literally will just plug into the back of your mic and then you'll plug your cable into that like so. It's as simple as that. There's nothing really to show or anything. So I just want to throw that in here just in case you're still having issues and you've tried all the other things I've said to try. Then this is like $6, $7, $8 maybe on Amazon itself. Again, you can find this and everything linked below, but let's get back to better looking James. Honestly, it's just going to come down to process of elimination. You're going to hear me say that a lot throughout these videos, these tutorials and stuff, and it's just really what it is. At the end of the day, it sucks that we have to even go through this to be able to use a USB mic on Xbox. For the love of God, Microsoft, let's make it plug and play already. We're 2024, about to be in 2025. For the love of God! There should be no reason why we can't have a plug and play microphone on Xbox like PlayStation does. Those are your greatest competitors. You guys want us to use Xbox to stream, but yet you're making it hard for us to be able to stream because we have to jump through hoops to be able to use a microphone. Anyways, that's my rant on that. In any case, yes, you're just gonna have the process of elimination. Check cables, make sure everything's plugged up good, change out controllers, change out cables. That's literally all I can tell you to do. If I don't have the issue happening, then I can't tell you how to fix it, which is going to lead me right into my next question, echoing. A lot of people I get a lot of comments about this is, why am I echoing? How can I get the echoing stopped? I don't know, because I have never ran that issue unless you're talking about mic monitoring and then you just want to hold the preset, mic preset, and it should turn off mic monitoring, go into the settings, turn it off, whatever. If that's not the case, then maybe your headset is just too loud and it's just echoing into a USB mic. Remember, these are condenser mics. These are made to pick up ambient noise. It makes the capsule on the front of these are super, super sensitive. So the louder you have the gain, the more it's going to pick up, which leads me to my next one. How loud do you need to have this? This is something new that I just learned not too long ago, but you don't have to turn this up at all hardly. You turn it up about 5 to 10%, and the Xbox Stream itself actually has a compressor built into it that's going to bring up the volume to where it needs to. Every time I go to record a video, this is what I deal with. Every time. Never fails. But Xbox says have a compressor built in, so when you start talking, it's going to bring up the volume to where it needs to be, so you don't have to turn up the mic volume very loud. So maybe that's something you're having issues with, echoing and stuff. It might just be the mic's turned up too loud and it's picking up your headset because it's loud. Maybe your headset's loud. This is could definitely be it. So you can only turn your mic gain up a little bit on your mic, test it in stream, you'll understand real quick. You don't need a whole lot to get it out at all. If your mic has a mic monitoring knob and a mic gain knob, you will need to turn up both a little bit. So just play with that as well. FYI. If you buy this mic itself, you'll notice there's two dots on it that'll light up when it's on. You need to have both lights on. You just press that button in to get those and you'll be good to go. Mass majority of people have success with this setup, but I do occasionally have a comment. I bought everything, I hooked everything up the way you told me to, James, and it's not working. I've had people call me scammers. On the channel before. People tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about because it doesn't work for them, where mass majority of it works for everybody else. So if you're one of those people and you've followed all the steps, then it is a user error. Don't know how else to put that, but it's a user error. If you bought all the right cables and you hooked it all up, there's something on your side that you're just not doing right. It could be something from this adapter. Try messing with the mic preset button, all the preset buttons. Make sure your chat volume is turned up and your game volume is turned down, all that good stuff. You're just going to have to do, again, process of elimination to figure it out. I promise you it works. Everybody that has done this setup, if it works for you, do me a favor and let me know in the comments below. So when somebody comes here to say it doesn't work, they can see all the success that everybody else is having to understand that, okay, it does work. Maybe it's just me. Moving on. I know I answered this previously, but I'm going to answer it real quick again. Do I need a 3-sleeve cable? Yes and no. You need a 3-sleeve cable when you're using the splitter, but you only need a 2-sleeve cable if you're using it to go from the mic to the splitter, or you can use a 3-sleeve splitter. It doesn't matter in that scenario, but you do have to have a 3-sleeve going from the Xbox stereo adapter, Turtle Beach adapter to out, and then 2 or 3 into the splitter itself. Can you get game chat to come through the stream? No, unfortunately, this is something that Microsoft and Twitch just haven't gotten together yet. There's some tutorials that are going to be coming out in the future, hopefully, where I'm going to show you how to do all that on Lightstream. But for now, it is what it is. You're just going to have to deal with it. And it goes to party chat as well. Yes, you can, if you're in party chat with a teammate or your friends and stuff, they will be picked up and come through the stream as long as you hit the setting on your stream itself, add party chat volume. Now, back in the day, I don't know if it still is this, but your teammates or your friends that were in the party chat also had to mark this box when they came into the chat. So if you can't be heard, or if they're not being heard on the stream, make sure that they have that box checked as well if it's still there. I'm not 100% positive just because I have no friends to test this with. And the last question about that style thing is Discord. I get a lot of people asking me, since Discord is now on Xbox, can you go into Discord and hear Discord chat into the stream, kind of like you would party chat? Unfortunately not. I did literally just test this out and I had no success with it. I played around with it for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so, just different cables, trying to see if I can do different splitters and stuff to pick up the volume, because I could hear the Discord in my headset. So the people that were in Discord talking and stuff, I could hear it all, but it just wasn't coming through stream. So this is just a setting that, again, or a firmware update really, that Microsoft and Twitch can just update. Discord maybe can update whoever to allow these types of things, to give us more access to be able to kind of hang with the big dogs when it comes to streaming, because a lot of us are streaming on a budget. That's why we're using our console, and we would like to be able to do this. Again, that's why Lightstream tutorials will be coming later on next month, October, with Lightstream's coming out. I can't wait. Moving on. So another common question I get answered, I was literally overhead. I popped back over here to do a quick another Q&A because I totally forgot about this one, is do you have to plug it up into the Xbox for it to work, as in the USB for power? Again, you only need to put power to the mic. So anywhere, give it power. It don't matter if you're plugging it up into a PC, if you're hooking it up into a wall adapter, a USB, it doesn't matter. As long as it has power to the mic, you're good to go. You do not have to hook it up to the Xbox. So if you don't have any more Xbox ports, you're good. Just plug it into the wall. As long as it has power somehow, it's going to pick up and you'll be good to go. Last Q&A question I'm going to answer because I keep forgetting. I keep bringing some new ones. Can you use the Astro 40s or whatever they are with the wireless dock for your headphones on the Xbox or whatever on this setup? The answer is yes. I don't know how though. I've seen people in the community say that they got theirs to work. Essentially, if it has an output on the back of the dock, just hook up your cable to that and then go into the headphone port on the splitter itself, and you should be good to go there. I have never used it. I don't have that set up, so I can't technically tell you if it works or not. So just keep that in mind. All right, so I covered a lot of Q&As that I've had over the past couple of years. So if you did not get your question answered, that's fine. Just put it in the comment below. If it's a new question that I didn't answer in the video, I'll make sure I answer it. Maybe somebody in the community that has a lot of knowledge in this too, because I have a lot of people that have been here a while that do understand and know how to get certain things to work and stuff that I haven't maybe had success in. They'll make sure to comment too. I've seen them throughout the years. Big shout out to all of you guys and gals that have done that for the community. Appreciate you. But without further ado, let's hop into the overhead and actually show you how to hook this up. This is the simplest part because it's really, really simple to do. So let's do that now. All right, guys, so we're here overhead now. Just a real quick, again, wired controllers don't work. So any third-party controller, just throw it to the side because you're not gonna be able to do that. You can do this with an Xbox Elite controller. Here's an Xbox, just a normal Xbox controller. Now, it's pretty simple to know if it's gonna work. If it has this on the bottom of it where the Turtle Beach adapter can hook up into, you'll be good to go. So let's start with it. Right now, we're just gonna use the Xbox controller right here, just so you can see. And you're just going to plug it in. Now, a lot of people will have issues because they don't plug it in all the way. They'll plug it in and you think it's in, but it's not actually plugged in all the way. There's a little lip right there that's going to catch, and you need to hear it click over. So let's see if we can get that click on the mic. You heard the click, that means you're good to go. You're all the way in. A lot of people actually had an issue and didn't have that plugged all the way in and then felt dumb reaching out to me because they didn't hook it up right. But it's all good. You have to learn somehow, right? Don't feel dumb. No dumb questions here. All right, now again, 3.5 millimeter cable. This is the 3-sleeve you have to have. It's going to plug into the bottom of your controller like so. Boom, you're good. You're done there. All right, and then we're going to go with our second 3.5 millimeter cable. Now, again, this can be a 2-sleeve or a 3-sleeve. We just have a 3-sleeve on hand, so we're just going to use it right here. And if you get the one I got, I actually have, see if I can get it. Mine actually have the indicators on them showing the mic. If you buy the ones in the description below, you'll be good to go there. You'll know you need to hook it up into the mic. And the other one, of course, it's going to have a little headphone on it. Then you got that there, right? Then you're going to grab your mic. All right, remember, so anything with a USB on the back of it, and it has to have a USB headphone port and at least some kind of gain knob and mic monitoring knob, or both, or one, whatever the case may be. It should work as long as you have a mic monitoring port there. So what you'll do now is you'll simply plug this up. Okay, so once you have it plugged into the mic, you have it running into here like so, you're good to go there. You'll run your USB cable out into anything that has power to it, and then you'll just have to hook up a headset. Now, I'm using this headset. This has a mic on it. I unplugged the mic and it has a port on it. I'm just plugging in the port. This will work. Again, any kind of headset will work. And you're literally, this can be a 2-sleeve or a 3-sleeve. It doesn't matter. I have a 3-sleeve right here in my hand, so I'm just going to use it. I'm just going to plug it into the headphone port. Once you have that, you have your controller, your headset, and your mic all hooked up. And again, just so that you understand, you can use a wired headset, or excuse me, you can use a wireless headset for your Xbox itself. If you're not talking to anybody, then you will just leave the second plug unplugged. You'll still have to use this. You can't just go from here to here. You'll still have to have this splitter. I don't know why, but it does. You do have to have the splitter for it to work, regardless if you're using a wired headset or a wireless headset. And again, if you're not talking to nobody, you can just put these on. So let's go to the Xbox Live. All right, so we're on the Xbox streaming to Twitch right now. I'm going to prove it here in a second, but first I want to show you how loud I actually have this mic. I'm holding it closer because I have the gain turned way down and I don't want to catch a lot of background noise. So you should be able to hear me pretty good. And Xbox is actually bringing that volume up for you. But here it is right now. As you can see, it's literally 5 to 10% up, and Xbox is taking care of the rest of it. This is going to be the best way to set a mic up like this, so you don't catch a lot of ambient background noise, fans. And I got like a PC, I got my AC blowing on me right now. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but this will help for you not to be able to hear it. Also, if you're wondering about this webcam I'm using, this is hooked up to the Xbox and it's being streamed to Twitch. This is the Osbot Tel Air. I'll put this in the comments below, or excuse me, in the description. It's a little bit of a pricey camera if I'm being honest with you, but it's like a future-proof camera. It has AI and everything. You can do all the settings on your phone, so you can control this entire camera from your phone. You get way better quality than one of those webcams you plug up to your Xbox. I mean, you can just look at it and tell. It's 4K. In any case, let me show you right now. I am streaming, as you can tell by me just windowing my media or my online, so you can see me in the window and everything, so you know I'm actually streaming with this camera and I'm talking through this mic as well. So if you think this mic sounds good, this is the Rode NT Mini. It's a great sounding mic. This is a little bit of a pricier USB mic, but then again, this mic's been around forever and you can tell why, because it's a great sounding mic. Let me know in the comments below, do you think this is a great sounding mic for the Xbox, or would you rather probably go with even a cheaper mic? If you have any questions again about it, make sure you drop them below. And if I didn't answer them in this video, I'll try to answer them in the comments below. If you were looking for the XLR/USB mic or a mixer even on Xbox, stick around for those videos. There's going to be the other 2 videos in this series. We're doing at least a 3-series video, or we're at least doing 3 videos in this series. And if I have to do more because new things come up and stuff, I will. If you got value out of this video, please do me a favor and like the video. It really helps the algorithm out, and it shows me that you guys and gals love this kind of content and want to keep seeing more of it. Appreciate you guys and gals sticking around to the very end. Naruto running? Anybody? And as always, guys, peace and love.